Walkout, my answer is no.
I'm not asking. I'm interested in your thoughts on that, though.
Well, my wife said, such and such is the mother of invention.
Necessity.
Thank you. Plato said that, necessity. So I think
No, he didn't.
he did. Yes, he
Plato?
did. Yes, he did. We looked it up. I Googled it because I thought it was such a great saying. I was going to give Margie credit. She says, Plato said it. So, they may not know who Plato is, but all right. So, that's an interesting question. Did the carbon setback affect the rest of the session? No question it did. I mean, it was gigantic. As much as I think the revenue bill was gigantic, carbon not being able to move it really was dramatic, the effect it had on the session. And I didn't think we were going to come back, and I remember I was really nervous. And then when we did, the attitude on the floor had me frightened, wary, because things had really been, things were really not good between senators and among senators. So, and it's funny because we spent time in this room saying, we're going to carry bills, please don't talk if you don't have to, the sooner we get to the vote, better, because the reason we had to worry about it is the clock. We only had at 9 o'clock yesterday morning and midnight, and then we were in trouble. And we had never been up against that before, ever. And I think that had a lot to do with it. If we were going to do this agenda, we had to keep our remarks to a minimum and get to the vote. So, but I think the walkout is left us with only 2 days. I thought we'd get Friday, tell you the truth, maybe even Thursday. And they both went away, and then I really got scared because I thought, look out. And when I was told they were coming in Saturday, I'll be still in a minute, my chief of staff said we will have to leave bills behind because of the suspension of rules, and we just couldn't get there. So I was all ready for that sadness, because if you look at some of the things we passed without suspension of rules, i.e. the one we just passed in the last hour, cigarettes, that would have gone away. And so I think the fear of the clock running out on us was so great that's why we were able to be very careful how long we spoke, and we really had nowhere near the discussions and debate you normally have. So that's too long an answer, but you asked a profound question, so I don't know whether you want just quick answers or what you want, but I think there was a number of factors in what the effect that carbon had on this session.